Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Ward back with another video, and today we're going to be using a super fun army in Legend League. We've got a Fireball Kicker army, and this army is just very similar to my Fireball Rocket Loons army. Honestly, though, it's a little different because I've got the Minion Prince swapped out. I think this works really well because the Kickers you see here just fully replace the Rocket Loons in the army, and they just do a really good job at, being a little surgical on their deployment. You can use two of them to take down almost every defense on the map, including the Monolith, the Ricochet Cannons, Archer Towers. Other than the Town Hall, I think they take down absolutely everything into two kicks. So yeah, placing two of them at a time can work really well. One where you need it, and you can use them to set up the Fireball. I think they're phenomenal, but since they're super surgical, I think the Minion Prince doesn't have the same value, and there's no balloons to tank for traps. So I found a lot better success with the Royal Champion. I did a lot of testing with this army, and it's absolutely phenomenal. But for the most part, it's the same army other than the Royal Champion and Kickers in there. I got the same spells, same CC and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be running today. Today I went 311. I did have a fail on my second last hit where I got hooked in. You'll see that one later. But you know what? Very good day. I got some two good defenses here too that will leave me plus 24 minimum, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you're looking for bases to defend these event troops, go join the Saturn sub. The Saturn Discord is in my description because yeah, I'm getting some really good defenses here. And with a minus 80, I'd be resetting like 5720. So I'm resetting fairly high here at 5700 anyway. And yeah, I'm doing really well here today. Another 311 isn't too bad. And without further ado, let's jump right in the hits because that's what you guys are here for anyway. So yeah, let's go get it. All right, first base here is a double poison. This is an interesting one. And I'm going to check instantly for Flamefinger value because these soccer guys are pretty good at helping set that up. But I don't see any here. And on this one, I would like a Fireball into this multi-arch. That's some really good value. And it's usually how I approach this one. Take out kind of the whole core and gut it. So yeah, checking. Okay, the Wizard Towers are not supercharged, which means I think they do die in one shot right here. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to come in from this corner. Without the furnace anymore, it will take me a little bit longer, but that's okay with me. I'm going to allow my Warden to walk up a bit, and I kind of just want to see, no supercharge. I think I do get this right away. I just want to be sure, though. No, still no A. Wow, so the Wizard Towers really do well right here. You still can't one-shot them, supercharged or not. And I think I'll be going with the Siege Barracks, but I might be going Log Launcher. Who knows? I use that one a lot, so now that we're on the storage, I'm going to set up my Fireball, honestly taking down the whole core. Okay, I thought I was going to get the other multi-archer tower and the Clement Castle, so that was a pretty bad Fireball, to be honest. I did miss a lot of things right there. Two of these will go get that down, and then after they shoot, they should have enough health to go with the Headhunter and take out the right there. So we do have to fight the Clan Castle, which sucks just from an error on my end, but that's alright. Gonna get another soccer guy in right here. And the Royal Champion can kind of clear this whole compartment. So now I'm just looking to kind of supplement my Warden, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to go in with... There's a baby dragon. I probably should use that to funnel though, but that's okay. I'll use the soccer guy right here. Log Launcher is going to go absolutely nuts through this whole side right here. Okay, there's King, Queen, Ice Golem. A wall break right here. Honestly, there's just a freeze because I want those things to retarget onto my King anyway. I want them really deep into this base. Gonna go with a Valk right here. Okay, here's a Rage onto my King. He's going kind of crazy right here. Gonna take this out. Going to go for the Wizard Tower, even though it's not gonna die right now, and I know that, but that's okay. This Log Launcher should open me up all the way into the core, so that's really nice. I think Ice Golems, yep, still have to come out. So yeah, look at this Log Launcher going all the way to the core. That's actually unreal. And I'm gonna try and maybe use a couple of the soccer guys once again, as I call them. To work on this, because if I'm gonna go get on the multi, and then the scatter shot's the only thing in the core. Just helps me. It's a little bit less damage for the spears to have to be wasted on. I know it's not wasted, but whatever. I'll rage up right here to get the Yetis, but also so I'm gonna use the RC right here, but also the Queen, since her ability is about to go off, she's gonna kind of cook in this core. So yeah, there goes her ability, and I've got the giant just kind of ultra tanking right here. I'm probably gonna pop the ice block onto everything that's tanking. Gonna pop Invis right there, and yeah, we've crushed this base. Gotta make sure you clean up because, you won't have as much, since sometimes like this, the heroes are with the Warden. But yeah, we get the 3-star on this one pretty clean, and yeah, I really like it. It's kind of fun to use these guys a little bit. It's a little bit more surgical. The Royal Champion is more surgical, and then the soccer guys are more surgical, so they go in tandem really, really well together. And yeah, really, really nice 3-star, even without a great Fireball, and let's keep it rolling. Okay, we loaded into our second one, and we get an Invis Rage core. So on this one, I definitely need to be Fireballing the core. I mean, he's got some singles, though, which tell me that not necessarily he's defending Fireball, but it definitely is, easier to defend Fireball with a single, so that's interesting. If I hit that Builder Hut, this top one or one closer to the core, that would be really nice. So that's kind of what I'm going to aim for right here. And I think I got a good idea right here to help out with that. So I'm going to get the healers down. But yeah, 2 soccer guys go in right there to take out the multi-arch. I just like saying soccer guys. It's kind of fun. But boom, we take down the multi-arch tower. And I find that good value, to be honest. It's like a key defense. And it's down super, super easy. Like, I don't know. I think they're pretty good because they can do stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to keep going. I'll have the log launcher if I, somehow miss my fireball and need the support. But obviously, I'm hoping to fireball the core and not need it. So we're going to continue moving around right here. And I don't like this single. Honestly, I'm going to shoot out this air defense so that I can just invis the Inferno and not really have to worry. I'm going to take down both of these things as well. And we're going to continue walking in right here. These things just kind of are lowering the amount of invis I'm going to need. Okay, there is something else out there. I'm going to go with the soccer guy, though, to really push in there. And yeah, I'm thinking an invis onto the single Inferno tower. Yeah, I think I got my setup right here. I'm going to take that down just to be sure. I'm going to ice block after this goes down. Okay, there we go. Invis, 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 just to be safe. And we shoot the whole core. Okay, we hit the sweeper because I did mess up right there. Somehow I didn't think my warden was going to go that direction, but he did. So I'll freeze right here, go in with, I didn't mean to put that soccer guy on the left, but just one right here because my warden buggers are going to be tanking right here. So yep, there goes another one. He's going to go off to the right, which is where I want him to go, but I do just got to be a little careful. I'm going to rage him up right here. He's in a lot of damage. He should be good though. Okay, so far we're staying alive with him right here. Ice Golem, King, Queen. So here comes the furnace, and yeah, I'm going to be starting to take some pretty heavy damage, so I'm walking around right here on my own as well as I can. Got some soccer guys in with the help of the Sui right here on the flank. Gonna try and wall break myself in. Nice, that wall breaker did make it. That's a huge wall break actually. And on this one, I'm going to be using the Quake right here to help weaken those walls, weaken the Town Hall, all of that. The Warden, yeah, is going to be into some pretty hefty damage right here, so his ability is probably going to be forced in this, I'm going to have to rage him and stuff to keep him alive. Not ability going to be forced. But yeah, 2 more soccer guys up here, and I do just got to watch my Warden. I'm going to have to rage him to get through that section. But once I do, yeah, RC's cleaning up this back end. There's the rage for the Warden, 2 headhunters in for the King that were a little late, so I might lose my Warden right here. Yep, see, a little bit too late on those, and my Warden does go down. I still should be fine, though, because there's just not a whole lot on this base. But yeah, just a slight late on that headhunter means that the King did enough damage with the sweeper pushing me back. But we still get the triple, which is really nice, and we can keep moving on with the day, hoping to go perfect once again. And I do like these soccer guys. They're actually just really fun to play surgically. They do a lot of damage, so I think they're very viable with this army. And yeah, let's keep it rolling. Okay, loading into this one, we get a huge invis base, so obviously I'm going to be going for that fireball. The monolith is a very nice fireball right here, and honestly, I have a little bit more support than I have before. So I'm going to start my Warden, I think, pretty low, like right here. Because as I was talking about support, okay, we hit the Wizard Tower with that one, but it's alright. As I was saying, I was going to try and take down kind of those 3 defenses, the air defense, all that junk, and then I was kind of going to be pushing in right away. But yeah, we're rolling in pretty nicely here, honestly. When they go in like this for the enemy hero, just a single headhunter, and boom, we get it down pretty easily. So pretty good use of it right there. And I think I'll use one right here. I might have been too late, but with the rage, I think it gets it down. That's why I wanted to put it in the range. Nice, yeah, it does. And if not, he was going to walk up to it. That's why I put him where I did. But yeah, we're going to kind of walk around right here. I like my Warden to go into the scatter compartment. It looks like, yeah, he might go gold storage and then elixir collector though. So I do got to be careful. But also, if he does that, I'm actually fine with that. So, because I got a good fireball idea right here. I think he will go to the elixir collector, assuming he doesn't go down. Nice, it pulls the furnace. That's awful. And a headhunter comes out. So I don't like that at all. But luckily, my Warden goes for it right away because he's the GOAT. And yeah, we step up right here. I'm going to pop the ice block. There's the quad invis, invis. We should hit the monolith. Nice, no problems. Really good. I was a little worried maybe the multi-arch was going to be closer, but not too worried. And yeah, it turns out we're good right here. My Warden's going to kind of continue up on this base. This is interesting right here. I'm hoping that Hog Rider hits. I don't know where he's going to go. I think he'll come back down. Yeah, he does. So I'm going to pop in this right here. There's one shot, so a little bit of a waste, but you know, it is what it is. Honestly, 2 of these to get that multi Inferno is not too bad. And then, yeah, I'm going to start with my Sui right here. There's a wall break. Just keep me an eye on my Warden. He's still fine right here. King, Queen. There's a Valk. There's a wall break. Keep me an eye on my Warden once again because he is my most important aspect of this attack. Without him, I'm not going to 3-star. And my king ability is probably going to open that whole top side for me to get around. So I'm just going to continue holding right here. I'll pop it on the builder hut right there. Get a headhunter in the rage also is very nice. And we're still rolling really, really well right here. I'm going to use one of these onto the mortar, and then I'm going to be trying to... The goal right here would be to snipe off... okay, there's a freeze on the minion prince. Hopefully the headhunter can go get him. The goal would be to snipe off this ricochet cannon. Nice, we get 2 of them in there. Really sneaky. We get that down. Gonna send the skeleton spell. I know it's kind of right onto the ricochet cannon I'm taking out, but it's for the crusher mortar right here. And yeah, I'll rage just because to speed this up, but I really didn't need it. And yeah, we're gonna crush this base. Swagging the Royal Champion is really nice. I mean, it is a very good fireball on this base, but still, we had to execute it, and we did. Another soccer guy right here just for fun, but I hope I can get into that multi. I'm probably just going to use my Royal Champion just to be sure, since that'd take a little bit maybe to get through the walls, and I don't really want to risk it. A time fail since I've crushed this base, so I'll just use her to be sure. But yeah, we effectively swagged my Royal Champion, swagged the invis on him, and another nice 3-star, and let's keep it rolling. Alright, let's see what we get. Ooh, another invis rage core. Alright, these are kind of fun for me. I'm going to go for the fireball and the scatter shot to clear out the other scatter shot, the whole compartment plus the clan castle. So yeah, that's where I'm going to go. There's a fire spitter stopping. Honestly, I can flame flinger from this left side, and it will go behind the fire spitter and then into that. So that's definitely what I'm going to do right here. Yeah, I like that a lot. So 2 soccer guys right there to take that down. Just going to check with a little bit of a hog rider right there for any skeleton traps. But my warden does look really good right here. I think I did pull a skeleton trap, so I'm looking back. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, I just had to be careful. I wasn't quite in this fire spitter range, and I wasn't, so that's good. But what I don't like about doing as flame flingers sometimes on the side is that I need to invis these buildings to fireball the core, and if it's not down in time, then I'm invising what the fire spitter, or sorry, flame flinger is hitting, and then my flame spinner or flame flinger moves away and gets targeted and dies. So I do want it to take down that fire spitter in time, and then I'm going to hopefully charge this ricochet cannon so that I don't have to invis it. But yeah, I'm going to pop 2 onto this multi-arch tower because that's good value I would do anyways. Plus, it means I only have to invis this ricochet and expo and not have to worry about that. So when they shoot at the same time, it's actually really satisfying, so I like that. But yeah, we're moving in really nicely right here. Just checking for any skelly spells. Still none. My warden is going to go through that, and my flame flinger probably will die soon, but I'm honestly fine with that. He's going to go for some storages, which will kind of be perfect. I don't need to ice block him right here. I'm just going to make sure there's no Tesla from this booger. Okay, no Teslas pop up right here. Just going to pop like that just to really set up the fireball. Really nice. We get absolutely everything in the core, the clan castle, and this base is going to be absolutely wrecked. Okay, honestly, the only thing I got to do is... Yeah, I'll pop an invis right here to be safe. But what I got to do is skeleton spell this compartment and then get some pretty nice headhunters in this compartment, and we're going to walk through this base. So there's King Queen. There's a Valk to help really set the funnel. One headhunter is already in right here. I hope it wasn't too late. I'm going to keep an eye on it, though. Okay, yeah, it is on time. That's good. There's one for the king, one for the minion prince. I think the minion prince headhunter was a little late, but that's okay, because we are rolling around this pretty nicely. I'm going to rage on my warden to keep him alive. Whoa, sorry. Couldn't get it out right there. And yeah, look at that headhunter on the king. Just do absolute work. King ability to open up that rest of that compartment because my queen can reach the Rico, and I'm behind the fire spitter, so... I'm going to use 1 soccer guy right here onto... Okay, I'm going to freeze right here because my warden's chasing that pretty far. And then 2 of them can go onto this, and yeah, we've crushed this base. Queen ability to retarget the Rico onto the Yetis, and there's just nothing left on this base. I'll invis right here to be sure, but we're going to swag 4 spell space with my Royal Champion. Honestly, yeah, we're just crushing bases with this army. I think it's much stronger. I haven't really... compared it side by side with the Minion Prince army, but in this particular army, like using the kickers, the Barbarian kickers, I think is what they're called, I don't think the Minion Prince is better. The Royal Champion synergizes way better with like a surgical deployment, and that's what this exactly is. So, been loving it, and yeah, let's keep it going. Alright, here we load in to another one, and yeah, if you're just wondering about if you really think they're better, here's just the thing. They're 12 housing space compared to 8 for Rocket Loon. They do save you at Super Troop space. I mean, I'm not using it, but they do. But 2 of them will take down a multi-arch where you'll need 4. 1 of them will take down a wizard tower if you put it where it can kick it afterwards, and you'll need 3 balloons for that. So it really does save you a ton of space. But anyway, I gotta focus up on this one. I think a ricochet cannon would be my favorite fireball. It's a little deep, but pretty low leveled crusher mortar means, yeah, let's try and sneak in right here. My sneezy to not get hit by the air defenses. And I'm just using them surgically like this, right? Like I'm just taking down a couple of things around the base, to thin this out. Like, with the mortar down right there, there's just way less invis that I'm going to have to expend. And you got to be a little careful because there are some times that I've had the healers go to the barbs, and that's if I'm doing an instant fireball. So if you are and your warden's not taking damage, you got to wait to drop the healers, which can be scary, but you do have to. Otherwise, yeah, they'll just go onto the barb. If you're using them to funnel, obviously, you might not be. But yeah, I found them really good to do that, to kind of take out some defenses to set up the fireball. They're actually phenomenal for. So right here, I'm actually even going to use another 2 onto this because then I can invis the Expo scatter and just be really, really deep with that. So that's really good. I'm going to hit this bomb tower. And then I think we're going to be pretty good right here. Like, I could use another 2 onto that multi-arch. But, okay, what are we doing right here? We're going in. All right. I think I will do that, actually, because based on where they're set up, I'm going to fireball pretty deep right here. Nice. We took down the multi-arch, which is huge. And yeah, okay, 1 more shot right there. Nice. I didn't get it down, but it's all right. 3 invis right here. We go in, fireball that. Take out the clan castle, make sure we quake it. Really nice fireball right there. We get both the Ricos in the core as well. Yeah, this is going phenomenal. I'm going to freeze the Town Hall and Monolith. Okay, I only got the Monolith, but that's okay. That's honestly what I was more scared about. I haven't had my Warden be pulled by these yet, but I am a little surprised by that. So I haven't quite had that interaction, but do, I guess, be careful for it. I'm going to come in all the way from here with my Sui. Yeah, my Warden should have been fine, so that's why I wasn't looking, but maybe it was a little sketchy. I don't want to go with my World Champion right here because of the fact that there's just not a lot over there. She's going to go into the heroes afterward, and I don't think it's worth going into the heroes just to get that down. So I think oh, the Town Hall is hitting my heroes. I was going to say, I think a Furnace must have hit it, even though I took down the Clan Castle. But yeah, it was the Town Hall right here is shooting it down. So I'm going to lose my Warden, but I do have the entire Sui alive, so I'm not worried at all that this is going to triple. I'm going to be able to get my minion, or my... I'm going to try and get my Royal Champion right in directly to that gear tower, because that's going to be the scariest part of this base, but I don't think I will, so I'm going to just set her up over here. Get a kicker on the outside, and yeah, I still have the king to go in, so there's really just nothing left on the base. Like, I'm getting her to wrap around this. There's the spiky ball, to be honest, is the only reason I'm using that. Boom, to hit the gear tower, and look at that. Everything gone. Still swagging 4 spell space, and my Royal Champion, still has some spears left. So we absolutely slammed this base, and yeah, let's just keep it rolling because we're doing really, really well right now, and yeah, playing super well. So let's keep it going. Okay, into this one, we've got a double rage. These are the only ones that have been a little bit scary in my testing because of the fact that I don't have the minion prints to really help through the other rage. So I do just got to be a little bit more careful, but I have sometimes been able to set up a flame flinger. I don't necessarily see it on this one. But yeah, how I'd like to approach this is that, like, there's going to be a flame flinger from this bottom side for sure. Yeah, I'm going for it. But anyway, first of all, I got to hit this rage tower, and it should be pretty easy with the kicker now because it can target that a little bit easier. And yeah, it was just a triple invis before. There's a double, really clean right there because you can take down just really easily that bomb tower now, and you won't pull a Tesla like you would with a balloon, a rocket balloon. So that's really nice. Hoping that balloon under rage can one-shot. It doesn't, but my healer should still have decent health. Okay, it doesn't. All right, I guess. I'll use 1 kicker for that. Gonna check down here. I wanted that to go to the air defense, but that's okay. Gonna set up a flame flinger. I wanted to go into that side, but ultimately, I don't think I need anything to 1v1 the Royal Champion. Yeah, I don't. I do want to go get that ricochet cannon and scatter, but ultimately get the fire spitter, so that's why I offset it a little bit to 6 o'clock, not quite towards where that barb kicker is currently kicking, but yeah, nice. My Warden goes left, so I don't have to fight the Clan Castle. At least it's probably going to pull it anyway, but okay, no, it must be Ice Golems because nothing's come out yet, but I'm going to try and get my Sui into that Monolith and then Rage Tower compartment, which is going to be a little tough since, the Monolith is super ISO'd. But I think, watch what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to get 2 kickers to take out these things, and then I'm just going to kicker the Town Hall, or the Monolith. I think 3 does it, but I'm going to try with 2 because I really want to be kind of certain to tell you guys what it's going to take out these buildings. The Monolith's a little heavier, though. Okay, 2 does take it down. That's actually unreal. That's phenomenal value. If you're, like, thinking of other ways to get down the Monolith, nothing is going to be that cheap. So yeah, that's actually unreal. My Warden's going to continue walking right here, looking pretty good. Outside the base too, so he's avoiding pretty good some of that stuff. I'm going to use 2 kickers onto that since my heroes are going to get into that before the flame flinger will actually kill it in time, so might as well just take it down right there. And I'm probably going to freeze right here onto all this multi-target damage so I can try and sneak in some a wall breaker right there. Nice, we get it. Okay, it looks like my Warden is getting pushed back by the sweepers, which can be scary because then it does not help me out. Honestly, kickers do really well right there into the gear towers on the corner and such, because then you can easily snipe them based on the angle. But that's okay. We're gonna absolutely slam this base. Though like I was saying, I probably could have used the kickers and saved my royal champion, but who cares? Like, this base is slammed. I got the queen ability still, and my flame flinger hasn't even popped. I wonder if I can finish this attack in time where I won't even need to pop it. I'll use the kicker on the heaviest buildings right here. Skeleton spell down to help out. If I can not, oh, the king's on it. Dang it, the king pops my flame flinger. I totally wasn't gonna need it. Oh man, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we'd absolutely slam this base. And yeah, let's get into the next one. Okay, we load into this one, and it's another double rage, and there's a hook tower. So if any base could make us fail, it could be this one. So let's lock in. I also am not finding a pretty good flame flinger, but this is one where I think a log launcher straight through kind of this huge clan castle side is going to be insane, because probably my Sui will get these buildings down, continue working into the spell tower, but eventually need some support. And that's where the log launcher continues to roll through. So I'm going to try and hit this rage tower first and foremost. And I'm going to start by sniping out these two buildings right here. And if I snipe out the air defense, I don't know if I needed to, but this just makes it no question double invis. And yeah, I like to be safe rather than Saurian Legend League. That's how we do it here. So yeah, nice. I'm really hoping my warden can go to the left, and I'm going to be patient with my healers right here in case they were going to a barb kicker. So yeah, we'll continue right here. That's actually looking really nice. And what I'm thinking on this one is similar down here. I'm going to take down these buildings, but if I can try and get in to kicking down this multi-arch and Rico, that's actually some really good value. So okay, both those kickers land right there. That's really nice. And I guess next up then is I just gotta be careful of this hook, so I'm gonna start pretty early right here because I do not want that hook to take me down. But okay, we're on the Rico with those two. That's awesome. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. I'm gonna get the skeleton spell just to try and get the hook tower distracted. Now I'm gonna get in my log launcher. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the warden, because if I need to invis to keep him away from the hook tower, I'm going to have to. Honestly, we're still rolling. We're still rolling. We're still rolling. Okay, it does turn right here, and I don't like the look of that. It pulls my warden in. Okay, I was a little too slow right there, and that's on me. We do get that down, though, so I think oh man, this one's not looking good, though. I really don't like when your warden gets pulled in. It's just so bad, because now you lose the control of that side of the base. So this one's not looking very good for me. I have to save the 2-star, though, of course. Here comes my hero push, so I'm going to rage right there. Royal Champion comes in, honestly hits the Teslas, is not very good. But there's a kicker and a kicker. Hog to help out finishing that off. I'm going to freeze right here onto all the heroes, because they're literally just all right there. Another kicker into the gear tower, and my RC is going to come visible. And I have the ice block onto her with headhunters to take all that down. She's all that's left, because all the clones just faded, so I really got nothing on this base. I'm going to rage right here onto my Royal Champion, and invis, she has to get the Town Hall. She does get it right there. That's one shot. The Giant's moving his way through. Man, I didn't think we had a hope in this attack, but it's definitely closer than I thought. But I don't think we're going to triple it still, because, yeah, we just got no way of getting in there. So, unfortunately, we're going to fail this one, and it comes entirely from losing my warden to that hook tower. I was literally watching it with the invis spell, and I still didn't get it down in time. So, yeah, just big error on my part, but that's okay. I mean, we're trying out a new army, so sometimes things happen, but still a good attack nonetheless. And yeah, let's just make it up into the final one right here, and let's get the 3-star on it. So I don't think I'll even get this builder hut, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, the Archer Queen's gonna pull everything. Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's get the last one here. All right, we're in the final one. You know what time it is. This is my favorite hit of the day. Let's lock in and get the 3-star. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be for the 320 today, because I did make a mistake in that last one, but that's all right. I'm going to try and land a fireball into this gear tower, because just looking at it, there's some phenomenal value right there onto the Crusher Mortar if I split my Quakes plus this stuff. So I'm just trying to set that up, though. I'm looking at if I hit from super high, I'll take down the Wizard Tower to start, and I think I'll go with like an invis right here. So I got to take down this Wizard Tower as well. I don't want to pull any Tesla, but there might be some there, and that might be just unavoidable, but I don't think I have to worry about. Actually, I will take down the air defense just to be safe. So 1, 2, 3 right here. There's a gear tower, and as I mentioned, splitting the Quakes right there to get absolutely all of that value. Just beautiful. Oh, see, this is what I was talking about. Look at the healers go to that barb kicker. I didn't see him down there, and I hope that does not cost me, but it definitely can. Now he's full health, though. If my warden even takes a lick of damage, he should. The healer should transfer. but it looks like my barb kicker will probably take damage first, so I do gotta be careful. The healers doing this is a huge problem. Luckily, the barb kicker ran forward and died, so that's really nice for me, but yeah. Okay, we're looking good again right here. My warden's going to continue walking, and it's a little interesting on this one. I don't like going into the sweepers because your healers getting pushed back can be so detrimental, but I'm going to use 2 kickers right here to take out that Rico, and then I'll probably enter through this corner is where it's looking like for me. I'm going to rage with a headhunter right here. I think that's my best play. I was trying to think. But yeah, so I'm going to go in with the baby dragon on the corner right here. And this one's got a wall break, hog rider just to tank that. And then yeah, I'm going to go king queen, the log through the multi, and fire spitters the hope right here. I'm not sure if exactly that's going to work out like that, but that's what I'm trying to do. Got a skeleton spell way outside, trying to dodge this multi, but once again, we're kind of going to see how that works out for me. The king ability is about to go off right here. I'm going to open up all of that. The Yetis should do really well in this compartment. We're rolling around this base, I think, very well. I'm not worried about this attack in the slightest. There's this back end fire spitter that I can easily get behind if I want to with the help of the Royal Champion. Another 2 kickers for that Rico, and yeah, that's like all the major defenses on this base, just completely down to the barb kickers on the outside. So absolutely slamming this base. This one's going to be another 3-star. I'm going to invis right here to try and save those that queen. I might need to use my Royal Champion. I wanted to try and swag it in this one to make up for the last hit, but yeah, I'll just use her to take out this Town Hall and finish off the base. But we've absolutely crushed it. We made one mistake today, and honestly, it was just entirely my fault. So this army is still incredibly powerful, as you can see. I mean, I got my warden hooked with extra spells left over, so that was just so stupid on my end. But I really appreciate you guys watching this one because it's really fun to use different troops, and I think this army is actually incredibly powerful. So yeah, that'll do it for today's video, though. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.